10 most beautiful lakes in the world. Today, we're taking you on a journey through the 10 most breathtaking lakes on the planet, each one more mesmerizing than the last. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, you might just be planning your next adventure, or at the very least, rearranging your bucket list. So grab your virtual hiking boots, hit that like button, and let's dive in. Literally and figuratively, Lake Baikal, Russia. Lake Baikal isn't just beautiful, it's ancient. Known as the Galapagos of Russia, this natural marvel is the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake, dating back over 25 million years. It holds about 20% of all the unfrozen freshwater on Earth. Let that sink in. 1/5 of all accessible freshwater on the planet in one lake. In winter, the surface freezes into sheets of crystal clear ice so transparent you can see meters below, making it look like you're walking on air. But beneath the serene surface, Lake Baikal is in trouble. Industrial pollution, illegal fishing, and warming temperatures have threatened its delicate ecosystem, home to thousands of unique species like the Baikal seal. But Lake Baikal, set like a sparkling jewel in the middle of Udaipur, Lake Baikal is pure cinematic magic. With the iconic white marble lake palace seemingly floating on the water and the city palace towering in the background, this lake looks like something straight out of a fantasy film. In fact, it was featured in a James Bond movie, Octopussy, if you're wondering. But as glamorous as it appears, Lake Baikal battles a very unglamorous problem: water pollution from urban runoff and over-tourism. During dry seasons, the water levels can drop dramatically, revealing a less photogenic reality. Still, for many travelers, a boat ride during sunset remains one of the most enchanting experiences you can have in India. Lake Tekapo, New Zealand. If you've ever seen a picture of a lake with neon blue water and vibrant purple lupine flowers scattered along the shore, chances are you were looking at Lake Tekapo. Nestled in New Zealand's southern Alps, this glacial lake gets its unreal color from rock flower fine, particles ground down by glaciers that reflect light in a way that makes the water glow turquoise. Add a sky so clear it's part of an official UNESCO dark sky reserve, and you've got one of the most photogenic spots on Earth. But like many popular sites in New Zealand, Tekapo grapples with a surge of selfie-seeking tourists, some of who trample over fragile flower beds and disturb local wildlife. Crater Lake, USA. Deep in Oregon lies Crater Lake, a volcanic caldera lake so blue it almost looks fake. Formed nearly 8,000 years ago by the collapse of a massive volcano, this natural bowl of water has no rivers flowing in or out, meaning its purity comes only from rain and snow. The result? Some of the clearest water ever recorded, with visibility up to 40 meters deep. But Crater Lake is as eerie as it is beautiful. It's home to the Old Man of the Lake, a floating tree stump that's been bobbing vertically in the water for over 100 years. Yeah, spooky. On the practical side, access can be tricky. Heavy snowfall often closes roads well into summer, and weather conditions can change in minutes. Lake Bled, Slovenia. Imagine a fairy tale setting. A glacial lake, a tiny island with a picturesque church, surrounded by the Julian Alps and guarded by a medieval cliffside castle. Welcome to Lake Bled. This Slovenian gem is like something out of a children's storybook, complete with traditional wooden boats called pletna that ferry visitors to the island. But fairy tales have their dark sides. Bled's rising popularity has brought concerns over environmental degradation, with increased tourism putting pressure on water quality and local infrastructure. Still, early mornings here offer a slice of peace you won't find in many European hotspots. The mist over the lake, the soft chimes from the church bell, it's a whole mood. Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. Framed by towering volcanoes and dotted with vibrant Mayan villages, Lake Atitlan is often called the most beautiful lake in Central America. Formed in a massive volcanic crater, the lake is over 1,000 feet deep and rich in both cultural and natural diversity. Each village around the lake has its own personality, whether it's the yoga vibes of San Marcos or the artisan markets of Santiago. But beneath the surface lies a series of environmental and social challenges. Lake Adatlan suffers from periodic algal blooms caused by untreated sewage and agricultural runoff, which threaten both local livelihoods and the ecosystem. Despite that, its spiritual and visual allure remains strong. Visitors often report a kind of magnetic pull, as if the lake has a soul. Peyto Lake, Canada. High in the Canadian Rockies, Peyto Lake looks like it was painted with a neon highlighter. Its wolf head shape and surreal blue color, caused by glacial rock flour, make it one of the most photographed spots in Banff National Park. But if you want that iconic view, you'll need to earn it with a bit of a hike, especially since the most popular viewing platform can get jam-packed in summer. Increasing foot traffic has led to erosion and degradation of surrounding trails, prompting conservation efforts to protect the area. Despite the crowds, the sheer magnitude of nature here still humbles most visitors. Standing above the lake, watching clouds swirl around towering peaks, it's impossible not to feel small, in the best way. And yes, it really is that blue, no filters necessary. Just do your part, stay on marked trails, don't feed the wildlife, and maybe don't bring your drone unless you want a hefty fine. Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. More than just a lake, Plitvice is a series of 16 terraced lakes connected by waterfalls that look like something out of Avatar. The water shifts between shades of green and blue depending on the minerals, algae, and sunlight. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Plitvice National Park draws over 1 million visitors annually, and with that comes wear and tear. Strict rules now govern access, including limited daily ticket sales to protect its fragile ecosystem. Still, walking the wooden footbridges above turquoise pools feels like floating through a dream. Fair warning, parts of the trail can get slippery, and in peak season it's basically bumper-to-bumper tourist traffic. If you want solitude, go in the off-season. But whether it's sunny or snow-dusted, Plitvice's beauty is jaw-dropping year-round. And yes, you'll probably need more storage space on your camera. Lake Titicaca, Peru and Bolivia. Lake Titicaca isn't just beautiful, it's legendary. Straddling the border between Peru and Bolivia, it's the highest navigable lake in the world and home to the Euros people, who live on floating islands made entirely of reeds. Talk about innovation! The lake's brilliant blue waters reflect the Andean sky, creating a mirror effect that feels almost spiritual. But recent years have seen declining water levels and pollution threats due to nearby urban development and mining. Still, visiting Lake Titicaca offers an immersive cultural experience that goes far beyond sightseeing. You can sleep on a reed island, learn traditional crafts, and hear ancient legends firsthand. Just be cautious with the altitude. It's over 12,000 feet above sea level, and altitude sickness is real. Hydrate, go slow, and maybe skip the second glass of pisco. Lake Louise, Canada. Picture a lake so turquoise it looks like a CGI render, backed by a glacier and wrapped in pine-covered mountains. That's Lake Louise, Alberta's crown jewel and one of the most iconic sites in Canada. Named after Queen Victoria's daughter, it's a showstopper in every season, from emerald summer reflections to frozen winter serenity. But its popularity is both a blessing and a curse. Overcrowding during peak season has forced the local park to limit parking and access, often turning away latecomers. Still, whether you're paddling a red canoe across the calm waters or skating on the frozen surface in winter, the experience is nothing short of magical. One word of advice: start early, like 5 a.m. early. That's the only way to get the lake to yourself, and trust me, it's worth every lost minute of sleep. So which of these lakes just jumped to the top of your dream travel list? Or better yet, have you been to any of them? Drop your thoughts, travel tips, or even your own lake recommendations in the comments below. Let's turn this space into a global adventure club, and if you found yourself even a little bit inspired today, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more epic travel content, and share this video with someone who could use a little beauty in their feed. Nature is incredible, but it's up to us to keep it that way.